Michael Cohen never represented me in any legal matter.
A new twist this morning involving President Trump's personal attorney, that third mystery client revealed. Plus, Marla?
And today is a tax filing deadline. If you haven't submitted those returns, we have a few helpful ways to make the process a little easier.
And after Sunday night's 60-minute story, how will local Suncoast travelers feel about flying on Allegiant Airlines? We've got that story and more, plus your first alert weather and traffic. Good Morning Suncoast starts right now.
You're watching Good Morning Suncoast at 6.
Good morning to you, and thanks for waking up on this tax day with us this morning on Good Morning Suncoast. I'm Stephanie Webb. Ray Collins is on vacation all this week, maybe doing some last-minute taxes, him and John Scalzi together. It was John's birthday yesterday, so today in place of him is going to be forecaster Wendy Ross. A little chilly start to the morning, but it is going to be beautiful later on, right?
Well, we started off the broadcast by talking about taxes, so just to let you know, we can at least add a little bit of a lighter element to this morning, because temperatures are a little on the chilly side to start, but boy, oh boy, is it going to be gorgeous later on today. We're looking at readings in the 50s right now. If you move farther inland, you do see those temperatures in the low 50s, but for today, we are going to be seeing some pretty great weather. We've got a temperature reading right now at the airport of 56. Dew points are low. The winds are calm. That's one big thing in our forecast. And we have nothing but fair skies right now. So no matter where you go throughout the day, the sun is going to shine and it's going to be beautiful, and temperatures are going to be warming up very nicely. So this is what we look like through the morning hours. We're going to be in the 50s, and then we warm up to 62 degrees by 9 o'clock. But look at it, towards the end of the day, we'll be back up into the mid-70s. So it's going to be a great day, Stephanie.
All right, thank you for that, Wendy. It is a great traffic morning so far. It's your first alert traffic in Manatee County. Not much to see. A little bit of slowdowns that are starting to begin on 301 and State Road 70. Normal hot spots for your morning commute. In Sarasota County, those roads are looking pretty decent. The only real slowdowns right there are University Parkway, and another little slowdown as you come off of 75 and head east, or west, excuse me, on Bee Ridge Road. A little bit farther south in the area. Again, those roads, if you're headed south in your morning commute, are going to be looking pretty good still around this time in the morning. It is 6:02, and that is your first alert traffic. And here's a live look at the Laurel Oak Country Club. That is going to be, of course, where the Sarasota Open is going to be all week. It is the 11th annual Open. $100,000 prize money is at stake. Of course, some of the best players in the world are going to be here all week long, singles and doubles. The finals are going to be on Sunday. It runs about every day from 10 a.m. and goes about until 7 or 8 o'clock at night. And we're going to keep you updated on all the matches this week. And if you see Ray Collins, tell him that we miss him. And new this morning, a twist in the legal battle involving President Trump's personal attorney, Michael Cohen. A federal judge forced Cohen's lawyers to reveal the name of his third mystery client. This new information comes as Cohen's lawyers try to protect documents swept up in last week's FBI raid. ABC's Arlette Saenz has all the new details from Washington.
Fox News anchor Sean Hannity at the center of a surprise twist in the legal fight involving President Trump's personal lawyer, Michael Cohen.
There's been all kinds of wild speculation from the mainstream media today about me and President Trump's personal attorney, Michael Cohen.
In a New York federal courthouse, a judge forced Cohen's lawyers to reveal the name of his anonymous client. On Fox News, Hannity explained his relationship with Cohen.
Michael Cohen never represented me in any legal matter. I did have occasional brief conversations with Michael Cohen. My questions exclusively almost focused on real estate.
Hannity is one of 3 on Cohen's client list. The 2 others, President Trump and former Republican fundraiser Elliot Broidy. Last week, Cohen was the target of an FBI raid that seized a host of documents, including some possibly related to Cohen's $130,000 hush payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels days before the 2016 election. Cohen's attorney called the raids unprecedented, arguing against having a separate team of prosecutors go through materials to decide what's privileged and what can be examined by investigators. But a judge rejected that request. Daniels attended Monday's hearing as a spectator.
My attorney and I are committed to making sure that everyone finds out the truth and the facts of what happened.
Prosecutors will put the seized documents in a searchable database but not review any of the material. That database will be provided to lawyers for the president and Cohen, and the parties will meet again in court in a few weeks. Arlette Saenz, ABC News, Washington.
Well, the tax filing deadline is officially here. Today is the day. But no worries, though. You're actually not alone if you haven't filed yet. Almost 14 million people around the country still haven't filed yet. Here now with some last-minute tips is ABC 7's Marla Spence. Marla, make us feel better about not filing yet.
Good morning. Many of you who may have not filed those last-minute returns might be a little stressed out, but you don't have to be. You have until today to submit those returns. Filing electronically can make the process easier. Using online services will flag any errors, prompt you for any missing information, and also do the calculations for you. If you just can't seem to get around doing your taxes today, you can file a 6-month extension. Remember, an extension to file is not an extension to pay your taxes. Taxpayers can pay all or part of their estimated income tax that's due, and once that's done, that's when you'll let the IRS know that payment was for an extension. Not paying can result in penalties and interest, and you can request a filing extension through the IRS website through the free file link or by filing form 4868. If you plan to mail in that extension, you have to make sure it's postmarked when it's sent in to the IRS. Coming up at 6:30, we're going to be telling you about some helpful ways and an organization that's lending out a helping hand, that is, if you're having some trouble filing your last-minute taxes. Reporting live in Sarasota, I'm Marla Spence for ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, thank you, Marla. Well, just weeks after Governor Scott signed legislation limiting the number of opioid prescriptions in the state, Congressman Vern Buchanan is now taking action at the federal level. The Opioid Emergency Response Act is a combination of 7 different bills. If passed, it will reduce opioid use among Medicare patients, hopefully stop drugs like fentanyl and carfentanil from coming into the country by requiring more intense screening at the U.S. Postal Service. Buchanan says drug overdoses are now the leading cause of death for Americans under the age of 50.
Everybody says we're not putting enough resources in it compared to the challenge and the problem that it is. This is about $3.5 billion. I think it's very substantial. We've done some funding in the past, but we need to go to this level to get it done.
Buchanan will introduce the bill this week in the U.S. House. Well, the Sarasota-Bradenton International Airport recently picked up Allegiant as a low-budget airline offering, flying cities into the Midwest. But now a recent report Sunday night by 60 Minutes blasted the safety record of Allegiant, and it may have some travelers thinking twice before booking a flight. One Sarasota resident frequently has family flying into St. Pete and Punta Gorda airports. He even has a flight on Allegiant leaving from SRQ in less than a month. But after seeing the report and conducting his own research, he's having some second thoughts.
I was quite alarmed. I don't live in fear, and I'm not a naysayer, but boy, you know, this really has me thinking. So.
We were able to speak with the CEO of the Sarasota-Bradenton International Airport. Now, he says that he looks to the FAA to oversee and enforce any issues that they may have with Allegiant. Well, new developments in a hazing case at Florida State University. 20-year-old Andrew Coffey was found unresponsive after a party hosted by the Pi Kappa Phi fraternity back in November. Yesterday, 5 of the 9 students charged with his death accepted a plea deal. Now, that deal requires 60 days in county jail and 2 years of probation with no alcohol. Coffey's family did approve the conditions, but shared their grief in court.
Take it away from us, and we will never be able to understand that. Andrew died alone in a room full of people, and we will never be able to understand that.
While 4 other students charged in Coffey's death will be taking their chances at a trial, Coffey's family is going after the National Pi Kappa Phi organization as a whole. Still ahead, the latest in First Alert weather and traffic. And is that morning cup of coffee good or bad for your heart? Well, we're going to have that answer for you when we come back. But first, let's take a look outside to the Rosemary District. A little chilly start to the day, but it is going to be gorgeous. Right, Wendy Ross?
It is going to be gorgeous, and I have to say that coffee any time of my day is just the right thing. We are looking at temperatures today. They're going to climb right back up into the 70s, as you can see, and it is going to be nothing but sunshine today. So get out and enjoy it today with a cup of coffee, possibly. We'll find out about that in just a few minutes.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard live up to a set of time-honored principles.
I will always place the mission first.
They stand ready to respond to any crisis.
I will never accept defeat.
They serve in their communities as citizens and as soldiers.
I will never quit.
They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
Learn more at nationalguard.com.
Picking out a new ceiling fan? That's a do-it-yourself. Installing your new ceiling fan?
No.
That's a don't do it yourself. For ceiling fans, rewires, or anything electrical, play it safe. And call on the trained electricians from your locally owned Mr. Sparky. It's no accident that so many of our customers are repeat customers. Trust Mr. Sparky for all your electrical repairs.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
My name is Stephen Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been injured in an accident, whether or not it's your fault, your insurance company might be responsible for some of your expenses. So give us a call. We've got your back.
Car experts and customers agree there's a lot to love about a new Subaru. Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's 2017 most trusted brand, best overall brand, and lowest 5-year cost to own. And Subaru Impreza is an IIHS top safety pick for 11 years running. Lease the all-new 2018 Subaru Impreza for just $195 a month for 42 months with zero due at signing. That's right, not one penny. Get more for your money during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
The La Musica International Chamber Music Festival, the annual celebration of a distinctive cultural gem in Sarasota, with renowned musicians from around the world. April 9th through April 18th at the Sarasota Opera House. Visit lamusicafestival.org, click on Festival, open tickets, and get your seats now.
I can't believe they charged me this much. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Go to cashnetUSA.com now. If approved, you may get the money you need as soon as tomorrow.
Thanks. Who are you?
I'm cashnetUSA.com. Man.
Apply now at cashnetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Well, today we're going to see lots and lots of sunshine, and so what that means is we're going to start to get that warm-up taking place. And right now it's a little on the chilly side with those temperatures in the 50s and some 60s right now, but we will be getting nice and warm today, and those winds have finally died down, so all of the advisories that we had yesterday have been put to rest because we don't have any strong winds anymore. We also, as a result of that cold front that came through over the weekend, we now have very dry, in the upper levels of the atmosphere, we have very dry conditions, and it's affecting the entire state of Florida, and that means any chances for rain have been inhibited, and we are not looking at any showers taking place, and we're certainly not even getting a cloud in the sky right now. So no one is feeling sorry for us, because when you take a look at what's going on over other parts of the country, you can see the wet, nasty weather across the Northeast, where they still have a combination of snow and ice and rain. All of that is taking place here as it moves on up towards the Northeast. And here's that cold front. That's the one that affected us over the weekend, and you can see how far away it is from the U.S. mainland right now, but it is still bringing some of that rain and that snowy effect across the northeastern part of the country. And then over the northern plain states, we're still also getting a combination of some snow and ice and rainy conditions. But across the southeast, we have high pressure, and so that high pressure system is helping to bring about beautiful sky conditions across the southeastern part of the country, and especially for us all across the state of Florida. So we're going to see nothing but sunshine over the next several days, and those winds are going to be coming in mostly out of the north, and then they're going to shift around and come out of the northeast, and that is what is going to help to warm us up over the next several hours. You'll notice that the sunshine and those winds shifting around will also help to bring about the warmer conditions. Over the next couple of days, we're just going to see those temperatures going up and up and up, and that's because of all this sunshine around. And what we're also looking at is that the winds, remember how strong they were yesterday, they have just completely died down, and so we're looking at 5-6 mile-per-hour winds, and this is true just about anywhere you go along the southwestern coastline. So temperatures this morning are still chilly, especially over the mainland areas. From Bradenton, 54 degrees, Sarasota, 56, 58 degrees in Venice, but Longboat Key, Siesta Key are slightly warmer with readings there in the low 60s. And then we move farther to the east, Wauchula, Arcadia, you're at 52 right now, Mayaca City at 53, and Northport 55, 54 in Punta Gorda. And everywhere, we're looking at clear skies at this hour. Notice dew points too over the northern part of the state quite low in the 30s, and we're looking at them in the 50s, and they're going to stay low for the next couple of days. So that crisp feeling in the air that we enjoy so much, that's going to continue as well. And what we're looking at for boaters, winds will be out of the north at 10 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet, a light chop out on the bay and inland waters, and those small craft advisories are gone. So we're looking at those calm conditions. If you want to get out and do some fishing, go out and do some boating today, it's going to be the perfect day to do it. 76 degrees for the daytime high. And take a look at this 7-day forecast. You are not going to want to leave the state of Florida. It's just going to be gorgeous. We've got sunshine all the way through part of the weekend. We get through Saturday, and then on Sunday we're going to introduce the first chance for rain, and that's about a 20% chance. And then on Monday and Tuesday we up those chances to a 40% chance. But you'll notice our temperature today 76, and then we just continuously go on up all the way through the weekend and into the beginning of next week. We're going to see those temperatures in the mid-80s. It is going to be fabulous. Stephanie?
Thank you, Wendy. We love the word fabulous. First alert traffic this morning, that's not looking too bad either, actually, out there. Just a couple little blips. Those bridges are starting to get a little bit more congestion as they come into Bradenton, but really not too much to tell you about in Manatee County. In Sarasota County, those roads are still looking pretty decent. University Parkway, Fruitville, and Bee Ridge are also starting to show some hot spots right around those 75 interchanges right there. If you're heading a little farther south in the area, those roads again are looking pretty decent. So not too much to see and not too much going on in your traffic this morning. 6:17, that is your first alert traffic. Well, 3 days have passed since the U.S., the U.K., and France have launched airstrikes against Syria in response to an alleged chemical weapons attack by Bashar al-Assad's regime. The question, what happens now? John Lawrence has the latest.
President Trump touted the success of Friday's airstrikes on Syria.
Every single one hit its target.
The Pentagon says 105 missiles were fired against Syria. It was part of a joint effort with the United Kingdom and France.
If we allow this kind of dictator to use chemical weapons, that will give a lot of ideas to others.
It was the world saying that we've had enough of the use of chemical weapons.
President Trump tweeted the phrase, "mission accomplished," regarding Syria, and there's no word on a possible long-term strategy.
Assad still remains in power. There's no question he continues to have an arsenal of chemical weapons. I think the real question about whether or not this strike was worthwhile will be determined in the future, not the present.
Following the Syria strikes, a bipartisan group of senators on the Foreign Relations Committee released a significant rewrite of the authorization for the use of military force. If the measure clears Congress, it would give President Trump additional abilities to fight terror groups like ISIS.
The actions of this president show that he is a moral leader because he is working for the American people and pushing back on monsters like Bashar al-Assad.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
The war in Syria has killed more than 400,000 people since 2011. More than 5 million Syrians have fled their country. 6 million others are internationally displaced. Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, a family vacation gone horribly wrong. How one family was left stranded in Mexico. Plus, Marla.
Today is a tax filing deadline, and if you haven't filed and you're having a hard time, there's help on the way. We're telling you about an organization that'll file your taxes for free. That's coming up at 6:30.
And here's a live look at the Capitol this morning. A nice crisp start to their day. They've got a high of about 49 degrees today. And of course, it is a busy week in Washington. We'll tell you all about it as we come back. You're watching Good Morning Suncoast right here on ABC 7.
Motor Trend said the new Alfa Romeo Giulia is hands down the best sports sedan you can buy today. And named it the 2018 Motor Trend Car of the Year. Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $15 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand with no surprises and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular has received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service 4 times in a row. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 800-457-2317, go online, or visit a Target store today.
20 years ago, the moviegoers of Sarasota looked up at the silver screen and wanted something more. And they got exactly what they wanted. 20 years of some of the best independent films from around the world. The most iconic Hollywood stars walking the red carpet. The most glamorous parties in Southwest Florida. 20 years building up to the most exciting announcement in, well, 20 years at the Sarasota Film Festival, April 13th to the 22nd.
As a financial expert, I tell people if you want to be successful with your credit, Credit Sesame is the best place to start. Hi, I'm Lynette Kalfani-Cox, the Money Coach. Maybe you want to buy a car, a home, or just remove some financial stress. Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score. Then they'll show you what's impacting your score and suggest a strategy to better manage it. Credit Sesame even recommends lending options that can save you money. Best part? It's 100% free. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
When evaluating the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, Car and Driver magazine said every crossover should be this good to drive. We agree. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Welcome back to Good Morning Suncoast. Here is a live look at the Laurel Oak Country Club, where the Sarasota Open is taking place all week long. All the top players around the world will be here on the Suncoast to take part in the 2018 Elizabeth Moore Sarasota Open. $100,000 is on the line for prize money. Again, singles and doubles all week long. The finals will be taking place on Sunday. Every day it kicks off around 10 and wraps up between 7 and 8. Well, another celebrity death to tell you about this morning. He became a household name back in the 80s with the NBC hit Night Court. Actor Harry Anderson has passed away at the age of 65. Police say he died at his home in Asheville, North Carolina yesterday morning. Anderson, of course, is best known for playing Judge Harry Stone in the popular sitcom Night Court. It was a role that he received 3 Emmy nominations for. He also appeared in TV shows like Cheers and in movies like Stephen King's It. Sweet, sweet caffeine. Many of us depend on it in the morning. So is it good or is it bad for us? And how much is too much? ABC's Arlette Sines has the answer.
As we sip our morning coffee, doctors worry about how caffeine affects the electrical system of your heart. We know that the caffeine in coffee, tea, and energy drinks makes your heart beat faster. But does it trigger your heart into a life-threatening rhythm? New research says drink on. Most of the data supports the idea that caffeine is not harmful to your heart's electrical system. In a few studies, they find that regular coffee drinkers actually have a decreased risk of certain abnormal rhythms. If coffee or tea is your drink of choice, you're in luck and in good company. If it's an energy drink, not so much. While coffee and tea have been proven to be fairly safe, the research suggests that most energy drinks are slightly more risky. On top of high amounts of caffeine, they often have other ingredients that amplify the body's response to the stimulant, causing more harmful side effects. This study recommends a maximum of about 3 cups of coffee. It's very important to note that caffeine can still trigger certain abnormal rhythms in some people. That's why you should consult with your doctor before making any changes. With this Medical Minute, I'm Arlette Saenz, ABC News.
Well, signing for your purchases when you use a credit card could soon be a thing of the past. Visa has stopped requiring merchants to collect customer signatures during transactions. American Express, Discover, and MasterCard also scrapped the practice. So why? Well, one expert says that signatures are no longer considered a real deterrent to fraud anymore. Now, some merchants will still require you to sign because it's actually built into their credit card processing systems. All right, pizza lovers, this one is for you. Domino's is moving beyond home and business delivery, even work. They are going to start delivering pizzas into the great outdoors. That is right. They're now going to be bringing a pizza to you at the beach, or maybe a park, or one of 150,000 other outdoor locations. The new delivery hotspots require street access. Customers can place hotspot orders online on the Domino's app with prepaid orders. I wonder if they deliver here at 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, vacationers were left stranded in Mexico after their airline canceled flights, and it gets worse. The routes that they fly are now done for the season. ABC's Diane Macedo has a bizarre story in today's GMA First Look.
In this morning's GMA First Look, hundreds of vacationers are stuck in Mexico after a spring break snowstorm canceled their flights back to the U.S. for good.
We were panicked trying to find a place to stay.
An April blizzard forced Sun Country Airlines to cancel 40 flights in and out of their Minneapolis hub this weekend. But instead of rebooking passengers on a new flight, the airline told customers in an email, because this cancellation is due to weather and our seasonal service has ended, you will need to make arrangements on another airline for your return flight.
Cabo is great, but I'd like to feel like there's no way out is scary, especially when you're with kids.
Sun Country only operates limited seasonal flights to Mexico, and those canceled flights were the final ones of the season. Coming up at 7 a.m., how the airline is responding now and what you can do to avoid this happening to you. With your GMA First Look, I'm Diane Macedo, ABC News, New York.
People everywhere are confusing Quilted Northern for a bouncy castle. They're both durable, flexible, and nice to have at parties. But Quilted Northern is not a bouncy castle. It's just really nice toilet paper.
Allergies with sinus congestion and pressure? You won't find relief here. Go to the pharmacy counter for powerful Claritin D. While the leading allergy spray relieves 6 symptoms, Claritin D relieves 8, including sinus congestion and pressure. Claritin D relieves more.
Mother Nature. Nothing smells greater than the great outdoors, especially when you're in accounts receivable. Only one detergent can give you a sniff like this. Try Gain Botanicals Laundry Detergent, one of the many irresistible scents from Gain.
Car buying can be time-consuming. Not at Toyota of Sarasota. With hundreds of models to choose from, you're sure to find the right car at the right price in the right amount of time. Start online at toyotaofsarasota.com and then come visit us.
Toyota of Sarasota.
Rugs as Art. You know the name. You know the building. But do you know what's inside? Yes, Rugs as Art is Florida's #1 area rug superstore. But there is so much more. Amazing furniture, accessories, and art. All this and more. Come see for yourself. You'll love our personal touch and be pleasantly surprised by our affordable prices. Rugs as art and more. There is so much more to explore.
I can't believe they charged me this much. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Go to CashNetUSA.com now. If approved, you may get the money you need as soon as tomorrow.
Thanks. Who are you?
I'm CashNetUSA.com. Man.
Apply now at CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
Today at 4 on Suncoast View.
A star of the Sarasota Film Festival joins us right here in the studio. I'm Stephanie Roberts on Suncoast View. John Heder, best known as Napoleon Dynamite, is here to talk about his new film that's premiering on the Suncoast. Gulf Coast Medical Group joins us to talk about how we can better fight Suncoast obesity. Plus, mommy must-haves with one of our favorite moms and music the Ringling in the kitchen.
Today at 4 on Suncoast View.
We answered the call of duty and left our homes to serve in far-off lands. Now we answer another call, this time at home, in our own communities, to respond in times of chaos, to use our strength, our skills, and our experiences to bring hope amid devastation and destruction. Together, as a team of brothers and sisters, we're continuing our mission to make this country a little stronger and a little better each day. We are Team Rubicon.
Want the latest weather and traffic conditions wherever you go? Introducing ABC7's revolutionary new First Alert weather app. With our state-of-the-art new weather app, you get up-to-the-minute weather alerts, interactive radar maps, current conditions, 10-day forecasts, real-time traffic maps, and weather video from ABC7, all at your fingertips. And it's free. Just search Suncoast WX in the App Store and download onto all your devices today. Sponsored by Mr. Sparky. Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
The question this morning, our recently discovered remains in Sarasota, those of a missing local teen. And a Sarasota man is behind bars this morning after attempting to steal a car, but the story didn't end there. Marla?
Having a hard time filing those last-minute tax returns? Well, help is on the way. We're telling you about an organization that's helping you file your taxes for free. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You are watching Good Morning Suncoast at 6:30.
Good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us on this Tuesday morning, April the 17th. I'm Stephanie Webb. Ray Collins and John Scalzi are both off today. Filling in is the fabulous Wendy Ross with another fabulous words called the forecast. It's supposed to be beautiful. A little chilly start, but we've got a nice day ahead. I like it.
It's one of the reasons I'm having my second cup of coffee, which I just learned right here on ABC7 is good for me.
Right?
So I just want you to know, amen to that.
We're
Yes,
enjoying
indeed.
the caffeine today.
You're going to need something warm, at least to start the day, because it is a little on the chilly side this morning. You'll notice that we don't even have a cloud in the sky. Satellite pictures are showing that it is just fabulous out there. So as you're walking outdoors, if you're taking your dog for a walk, you may need a jacket this morning as you're heading out the door because temperatures are chilly for us. We're seeing a lot of 50s on the map, a little bit warmer as you get closer to the water. But for today, we are going to be seeing our temperatures in the 70s. Right now it's 56 degrees at the airport. Dew point is low. Humidity is starting to move up. It's at 84% right now. The winds are calm. You remember how strong they were throughout the day yesterday? Well, things have finally relaxed and we are looking at calm winds, but they are coming in out of the north and that's going to be with us throughout the day today. So just keep in mind, today we are going to warm up to a high of 76 degrees. Just a chilly start to the day, so just be prepared to layer throughout this morning. Stephanie.
All right, thanks. We like the sound of all of those words, Wendy Ross. Let's take a look outside to your first alert traffic out there. Not too much. We are starting to see some normal slowdowns around this time in the morning. If you're heading into Bradenton, that's starting to get a little bit congested. If you're heading from Bradenton into other areas, that route on 41 is also starting to get a little bit busier around this time of the morning. University Parkway is starting to see some slowdowns right now. Fruitville Road also starting to see some slowdowns here and there, but really nothing major to worry about. If you're heading a little bit farther south into the area, those roads are actually looking pretty decent around this time in the morning too. So not too much to see. We do have one small accident to tell you about there in the area of South Venice on 41 northbound. There's an accident right there at Seminole Drive. Again, that is 41 in the northbound lane. There's an accident right there at Seminole Drive. But that is about it for your first alert traffic at 6:34. And here's a live look at the Laurel Oak Country Club, where the Sarasota Open is going to be taking place all week long. Top players around the world are going to be here on the Suncoast. They're taking part in the 2018 Elizabeth Moore Sarasota Open. Singles, doubles, gates open every day at 10. It's going to run until about 7 or 8 o'clock at night. Well, today, investigators in Sarasota will try to determine if human remains found yesterday are that of missing teen Jabez Spann. Now, they were found in the 1900 block of Gillespie Avenue in Sarasota, not far from where Spann went missing back in September. The remains were discovered by kids that were playing near a body of water in a drainage ditch area. The Sarasota Police Department, including their dive team, spent hours yesterday on that scene combing through the area.
It's unknown if it's an adult or if it's a child, but I can tell you that every member of the Sarasota Police Department is going to work as quickly and as diligently as possible to determine exactly who these belong to.
Me, him, and another cousin have found bones a couple days ago, but we didn't expect anything about it. We thought it was like a cat or a dog or something like that. And then today we found a head.
Police say that at this time in the investigation, it's simply too early to figure out if the race, the sex, or the age of the individual. Well, the tax filing deadline is finally here. It is officially the day. No worries, though. You're not alone if you haven't filed yet. There's still time to get not only some free last-minute tax help, but also get it for free if you qualify. ABC 7's Marla Spence is live this morning, and she has all the details. Marla?
Good morning, Stephanie. Help is on the way for those who are just having a hard time filing those last-minute tax returns. In just a few hours, tax professionals through United Way's volunteer income tax assistance will be here at the Boys and Girls Club in Sarasota. If you made $66,000 last year, you'll be able to benefit from this free service. A few items that you need to get your taxes done for free through that service is last year's returns, your Social Security card, your photo ID, of course, your W-2s, a voided check for direct deposit, and all forms for mortgage and education expenses. Now, professionals, like I said, will be lending a helping hand, and they'll be at the Lee Weatherington Boys and Girls Club from 9:30 to 12:30, and United Way Suncoast Sarasota area office from 2 to 6 this evening. So much help out here provided for those who are simply just having a hard time filing those last-minute taxes. Reporting live in Sarasota, I'm Marla Spence for ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, thank you so much, Marla. If you guys are in need of some last-minute tax tips, you can find them all online. Just head over to our app. You can find it under the store under WWSB or My Suncoast. And President Trump is reportedly trying to block a new set of sanctions against Russia. ABC's Kenneth Gibson has the latest.
This morning, mixed messages from the Trump administration about how to punish Russia for supporting Syria's use of chemical weapons.
So you will see that Russian sanctions will be coming down. Secretary Mnuchin will be announcing those on Monday.
Just one day after UN Ambassador Nikki Haley's announcement, Press Secretary Sarah Sanders would only say the White House is considering additional sanctions. The Washington Post reports President Trump himself has decided to hold off because the president was not yet comfortable with imposing sanctions on Russia. The decision comes as chemical weapons investigators say they're being denied access to the attack site by Syrian authorities. The attack outside Damascus was used to justify a U.S.-led airstrike, which Russia calls a violation of international law. For the first time this morning, we're hearing from survivors of that attack. He says there was a strong chlorine smell and yellow dust covered the entire area. And this morning, an urgent new warning about Russian hackers. The FBI and Homeland Security say state-sponsored Russian hackers are targeting millions of American companies, small businesses, even homes. They're accused of secretly launching a campaign to use internet routers to commit espionage, steal business and design secrets, and potentially launch future attacks. Candace Gibson, ABC News, New York.
New surveillance video shows a murder suspect talking to a Bradenton woman who investigators say she later killed to try and steal her identity. Now, the video shows Lois Rice at a Fort Myers restaurant talking with Pamela Hutchinson. Rice, from Bradenton, was found shot to death in a Fort Myers condo just a few days after. Her credit cards, her driver's license, and her car were all missing. The search continues for Rice today, who authorities believe has left and gone to Texas. The manhunt began back in March after Minnesota authorities say that she killed her husband. Rice is considered both armed and dangerous. Sarasota police are trying to identify the man in this photo right here, who they say was seen trying to smash out a car window. Police say the man, wearing all black and carrying a large black duffel bag, was seen throwing a rock at the back window of a car. If you recognize him, you're asked to contact the Sarasota police. And a Sarasota man is behind bars this morning after deputies say that he stole a car with a 9-year-old child still in the back seat. Fortunately, the girl was able to escape the car before Thomas White drove off. It happened Saturday in the parking lot of Lowe's off of Fruitville Road in Sarasota. As the 9-year-old's dad was loading mulch into his car, deputies say White jumped in the front seat and drove off. Following a chase, White was captured and taken into custody near the intersection of Bee Ridge and Cattleman Roads. He now faces charges of carjacking, kidnapping, and vehicle theft. And later today, FDOT is hosting a public meeting to brainstorm some ideas to provide a safer intersection at State Route 64 and Grayhawk Boulevard. That meeting will be at the Bayside Community Church in Bradenton at 5 o'clock tonight. And still to come on Good Morning Suncoast, the latest in your first alert weather and traffic, plus the Lightning. They played Game 3 in New Jersey last night. We've got to look at your highlights and the final score when we come back. But first, let's all take a trip to Central Park. Here's a live look in New York this morning. It is a beautiful morning out there. A little chillier, though, than what is going on right here. We're in store for a chilly start, but a beautiful day, right, Wendy Ross?
You bet. And we are looking at clear skies no matter where you go, anywhere across the southeast, but especially the state of Florida. And as you're planning your day today, just keep in mind lots and lots of sunshine. Temperatures are going to climb right back up into the mid-70s today. Another great day. We'll be right back.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Picking out a new ceiling fan? That's a do-it-yourself. Installing your new ceiling fan?
No.
That's a don't do-it-yourself. For ceiling fans, rewires, or anything electrical, play it safe. And call on the trained electricians from your locally owned Mr. Sparky. It's no accident that so many of our customers are repeat customers. Trust Mr. Sparky for all your electrical repairs.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Get to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota for big savings on new Ram trucks during the spring sales event. Shop the area's largest selection of new Ram trucks. Get the all-new redesigned 2018 Ram Quad Cab for as little as $23,999. Or save big and get up to $12,400 off a new Ram Bighorn Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota today.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
Here's today's job of the day. ABC7 is seeking a digital content manager to join our newsroom leadership team. CMS experience required. Visit mysuncoast.com/job-of-the-day to apply.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Well, if you have to walk outside right now to go walk the dog or go do something outdoors, I'm just telling you, you're going to need a jacket because it is on the chilly side right now, but we're going to see so much sunshine today that things are going to be warming up very nicely for us, and the winds have finally died down. So those are our weather features. We've got dry air all the way up through the upper levels of the atmosphere, and that will prohibit any chance for any rain. In fact, we don't even have a cloud in the sky. There is nothing to show you on radar this morning, so it is nice and quiet. And this is what's going on around the nation. We've got high pressure sitting on top of us. That's helping provide us with the beautiful sky conditions that we're getting. But across the northeastern part of the country, we've got snow and ice, and we're also looking at the same type of thing across the northern plain states. There is a cold front out west, and this frontal system is going to be moving off towards the east. And as it does so, this is going to be the greatest threat that we're going to have for any rain, and that is not going to take place until Saturday. So we're going to have high pressure in place, providing us with nothing but sunshine for the next several days. And it is also providing us with those winds out of the north, and they're going to shift around towards the northeast a little bit later on this afternoon. That is also going to help with the warm up. So if we have any clouds around, they're going to be well offshore, away from us. We are not expecting anything other than sunny skies throughout the day today. And of course, that means we are going to be warming up. And take a look at this. This is the next couple of days, all the way through Thursday. We're going to be seeing very fair skies. Once again, not even a cloud in the sky. So things are going to be quiet for us. And we're also looking at those winds that have died down appreciably. Remember, yesterday we had small craft advisories and high surf advisories, and all of that has come to an end because the winds have really died down. Now, if you're on the mainland, and especially farther to the east, more towards the central part of the state, we're looking at 50s, low 50s in Sebring, Lake Placid, Wauchula, Arcadia, 51 degrees right now. Mayaca City, you're 53. And temperatures all along the coastline are mostly in the mid-50s until you get out into the islands. Longboat Key, Siesta Key, you're in the 60s right now. And the dew points are going to stay low for the rest of this week as well. And so that's going to keep that crispness in the air. It's going to make it feel very, very comfortable. You're going to be so glad you're here. And if you're heading out to the beach, do make sure that you take some sunscreen along with you. You will need it. Even though it won't be that warm, we're looking at temperatures that are going to climb up into the 70s, but winds will be out of the north at 10 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet, a light chop out on the bay and inland waters. Gulf water temperature, still too cold for Floridians. Most of us from Florida cannot get into 73-degree water, but 76 for the air temperature. And you'll notice over the next several days that we've got this warmer weather starting today. And look at this, sunshine, 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 sunshine all the way through Saturday. Our first chance of rain comes on Sunday with a 20% chance, and then we move that up on Monday and Tuesday to a 40% chance. And we're going to be seeing those temperatures just climbing very steadily all the way up into the mid-80s by Sunday. Stephanie.
All right, beautiful forecast. Thank you so much, Wendy. Taking a look outside to your first alert traffic out there this morning. Roads are starting to get a little bit busier, starting to see some of that usual morning congestion as you come over the bridges and into Bradenton. Starting to see some slowdowns on southbound 41 as well as south and northbound 301, both of those in Manatee County, of course. In Sarasota County, those roads are still looking pretty decent, not too much to show. Little slowdown there on 41 as you pass Fruitville Road, that is going south. And then farther south in the area, those roads, again, not looking too bad. There is one accident right there in South Venice that we want to tell you about. If we can pull that one up real quick. The accident is on 41 northbound. It's in the northbound lane of 41. There's an accident right there at Seminole Drive. So there is your accident to know about. Other than that, not too bad the farther south that you go in the area. It is 6:48, and that is your first alert traffic. Well, Kendrick Lamar just became the first rapper in history to win a Pulitzer Prize. This year's awards were just announced yesterday afternoon, and Lamar was chosen as the 2018 Pulitzer Prize winner in music for his latest album. Now, the Pulitzer folks gave kudos to Lamar for, quote, capturing the complexity of modern African American life. Lamar, of course, is no stranger to a lot of awards. He's only 30 years old, and he's already won 11 Grammys. Some well-known entertainers shared the stage with survivors of the Parkland school shooting. A benefit concert for shooting victims and survivors got underway last night in Sunrise. Students from Stoneman Douglas High School performed new music written in collaboration with 5 different professional composers. Some special guests included Matthew Morrison. You remember him as Mr. Schuester from Glee, as well as Rachel Bloom from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. The show was titled From Broadway with Love, a benefit concert for Parkland, USA. Well, their 2-game playoff winning streak came to a halt last night. The Tampa Bay Lightning tried to go up 3 games to nothing in their first-round playoff series against the New Jersey Devils. Tampa took a 2-1 lead in the third period before giving up 2 goals to go down 3-2. 2 late empty net goals sealed the Bolts' fate. They ended up losing that game 5-2. Now, New Jersey did take the win last night, but it is now 2-1 in favor of the Lightning in the best-of-7 series. And still ahead, we are going to update your headlines in your top 7 before 7. We've also got to look at your first alert weather and traffic as you get ready for the day. And we're going to tell you about some big changes, a little bit of a shakeup coming to Good Morning America. We'll have all of that for you next. You're watching Good Morning Suncoast on ABC 7.
I can't believe they charged me this much. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Go to CashNetUSA.com now. If approved, you may get the money you need as soon as tomorrow.
Thanks. Who are you?
I'm CashNetUSA.com. Man.
Apply now at CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sunny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
When you are home alone, an emergency can become a tragedy. However, with any of Life Alert's 3 emergency systems, help can be summoned immediately, whether in the bathroom,
I've fallen in the shower.
at home,
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up.
and on the go.
Help! I've fallen in the park and I can't get up.
Don't worry, help is on the way.
Life Alert saves a life every 11 minutes.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-518-0221. That's 1-800-518-0221. Call now, 1-800-518-0221. For a free brochure, call 1-800-518-0221.
My credit score was not that great.
I didn't understand what went into my credit score.
It was overwhelming.
Do you want to attain better credit health but don't know where to start? Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score.
I love the app. It's so easy to use. It's like having your own financial coach.
Credit Sesame broke my credit score down into things that I understood, and it made me think, I can do this.
And the awesome thing about Credit Sesame, it's free.
It's 100% free. You don't need to go it alone. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
I witnessed him have 2 heart attacks in ICU. He went through seizures.
We'd much rather have Aaron like this than dead. A lot of parents don't have that luxury.
He can't talk. He can't walk. This is a condition Aaron will live with for the rest of his life because he abused prescription pills.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me.
Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
ABC 7, the Suncoast's official Florida lottery station.
It is 6:54. It is that time of the day. ABC 7 wants to make sure that you are ready for the day. So here are the top 7 things you need to know before you head out the door at 7. First up, Wendy Ross with your first alert weather.
It's going to get warmer. It's starting off on the cold side this morning with temperatures in the 50s, but notice that we get all the way up into the mid-70s, and there is nothing but sunshine throughout the day today, and the winds are also calm. Stephanie.
All right, thanks. Number 2, your first alert traffic. Not too much to tell you about other than an accident near South Venice. 41 northbound, there's an accident right there at Seminole Drive. Again, US 41 northbound, there's an accident at Seminole Drive near South Venice. And Marla?
And today is the tax filing deadline. If you can't file your taxes or pay, you can file an extension. And if you don't want to file an extension but you still need help, you can find help through United's Way Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. They'll be here at the Boys and Girls Club in Sarasota starting at 9:30 this morning.
And number 4, investigators in Sarasota will try to determine if human remains found yesterday near the 1900 block of Gillespie are that of missing teen Jabez Spann. Number 5, the Bolts, they lost last night in Game 3 of the first round NHL playoffs. They were on the road in New Jersey. The final score was 5-2. They are now 2-1 in the best of 7 series. Number 6, another celebrity death to report this morning. Actor Harry Anderson has passed away at the age of 65. Police say he died at his home in Asheville, North Carolina yesterday. Anderson, of course, is best known for playing Judge Harry Stone in the popular NBC hit Night Court. And finally, number 7, some big changes are coming to Good Morning America over the next few months. They're actually downsizing a bit. Since Elizabeth Vargas is leaving 2020 in May, Amy Robach will now be taking over her spot, leaving GMA. Lara Spencer is also going to be working on some other shows that she's producing and planning a wedding on top of it. So she's going to be on GMA fewer days during the week. And then Ginger Z will be back from maternity leave on May 7th. Thank you, Wendy Ross. Beautiful day outside, right?
Yes, it is. Absolutely gorgeous and warming up, too.
Good Morning America is next. Thanks for watching.